I've got some examples here that I want you to try on your own. Okay, they give you some measurements. First, just together, we'll determine a more appropriate unit of measurement, and then I'll get you to do the actual conversion on your own. So they tell us that a tube of toothpaste is 205 millimeters long. What would be a better unit of conversion or unit of measurement? Centimeters. So we're going to go millimeters to centimeters. So I'll let you do that on your own. The circumference of a highlighter is 0.06 meters. Oof. What would be better there? Centimeters?
Or circumference of a highlighter.
Yeah.
Small millimeters?
Millimeters? We'll go centimeters. Because I'll get you to do a two-step at the very end. So convert that one into centimeters. You travel 590,000 meters from Regina to Winnipeg. Well, distances between cities are usually measured in kilometers, so you can convert that to kilometers. And the top of the door, of a door, is 2,110 meters high.
Probably just millimeters, so probably just meters then.
Yeah, we want to go to meters here. But keep in mind, you can, but what I want you to show me is if you can go millimeters to centimeters to meters, you're going to have to do two conversions just like the last example we did. So give those four a try on your own. If you need a hand, let me know. But let's see what you can do. What did you guys get for the first one?
2.05.
2.05?
To me that doesn't sound right though.
No?
Because why would a toothpaste only be 2 centimeters?
Seems odd. Okay.
It does, but...
I think it's supposed to be 20.5.
20.5? How'd you get that?
What is it? 205, and then I divided it by, what was it? 10.
10? Okay. Anyone else? Let's try dimensional analysis. You're right. We'll essentially do the same thing. I want to go millimeters to centimeters. What conversion factor do I multiply by?
10.
Do I know a relationship between millimeters and centimeters? What is it?
10.
10 millimeters is a centimeter. Okay, so I turn that into a fraction. Where do the millimeters go?
On the bottom.
On the bottom. Centimeters on the top. Put this over 1 as well. Do my millimeters cancel? Do I have 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom? Yep. And now I multiply, right? Stuff on the top, stuff on the bottom. So 205 times 1 is still 205. And 10 times 1 is still 10. And just like Kendall said, we're essentially dividing by 10. So this dividing by 10 will give me 20.5 centimeters. Walk me through the next one.
You put 0.06 meters on one side.
Yeah.
Then you put times, what would it be?
So you started me off, I'll give it to someone else now. Can someone else continue for me?
Okay.
What's my relationship between meters and centimeters?
There's 100 centimeters in a meter.
100 centimeters in a meter. Okay, and someone else? What's the fraction look like? I want to cancel the meters that's on the top right now.
So 1 meter would be on the bottom.
Good.
7 meters on top.
Excellent. Multiply the stuff on the top. Stuff on the bottom, which is just going to be 1. And that gives me how much?
Just 6 centimeters.
6 centimeters. Does that make sense? Highlighter circumference is 6 centimeters, the distance around. Okay, let's do C. 590,000 meters. I want to go to kilometers, so what's my conversion factor?
Well, there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer.
1,000 meters in a kilometer. So what does my fraction look like?
So when it cancels out, you want to have 1,000 meters on the bottom.
Excellent. And a kilometer on the top. So the meters will cancel. Multiply the tops and bottoms. Everything's getting all squished here. Oh, that should be 1,000 on the bottom. What am I doing? So that should give me 590
Yeah.
kilometers. Does that sound reasonable? From Regina to Winnipeg,
Yeah.
590.
Sounds about right.
Yep, and it sucks to drive. Let me tell you. Lastly, this top of the door. I got to do 2 steps here. Can you walk me through it?
Okay, so we want to go millimeters to probably centimeters.
Centimeters. Okay, so how do I do that?
So put 1,101 over 1. You already got that.
Yeah, got that.
And then put the 1 on top, and then the
1 and 10 on the bottom. What are the 1 and 10 for? What units? Is it 1 millimeter or 1 centimeter?
there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter.
Okay, so the 10 goes with the millimeters, the 1 goes with the centimeters.
Yeah.
Good. So now that turns our units into centimeters. Can you now go from centimeters to meters? Hannah, you want to give it a try? How many centimeters is 1 meter? Well, what does that hint say on the previous page? 100, okay. So can you set up my fractions so that the centimeters get cancelled? I'm just asking, does this 100 centimeters go on the bottom or go on the top?
Oh, bottom.
The bottom, good. That's what I'm looking for. And 1 meter up top. Centimeters will cancel, and I end up with how many meters in the end? After I multiply and divide? Anybody got it?
2.21.
2.11 meters. Does that seem reasonable?
So we end up going 2,110 over 100.
Over 1,000.
Over
Because 10 times 100 is 1,000.
Oh,
Right? So 2 meters for a door. 1, 2, and a little bit. Does that seem reasonable? Yeah, it does.